This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Okay, so this is Cassie's lawyer going into, I think that's Cassie's lawyer. Cassie's attorney, Douglas Wigdor. He says the finish line is in sight where Cassie's friends and family are on the other side. And the finish line is that her training, her truth will get her through that point and prevail. Here's the thing. If this is the guy that did the settlement with the $30 million settlement, he's loving this because he gets a percentage of that settlement. So he would be loving all of this. You know, he's like, oh, what a come up, you know, couple mil right there, you know. Now, what's the finish line? What happens for Cassie after this? She just gets it off. You know, she lets the world know her truth. I really wouldn't want the world to know that truth. It showed how weak you were and how you just didn't leave. You didn't tell anybody what was going on. And you stayed for she stayed for a long time, you know. It's very weird. It was 14 years? It's almost, I'm going to be honest with you. And I it's disgusting. But maybe she liked it in the beginning. Remember, she lost. Well, where's Ryan Leslie? You know, Ryan Leslie said he lost. He was dating Cassie first, brought her to Diddy, and Diddy stole her from Ryan Leslie, if you don't know, you know. And, Ryan Leslie probably treated her nice and everything. He was a producer, you know. And, you know, we saw Ryan Leslie become a musician after that. But, Diddy but she left Ryan Leslie to be with Diddy, too. Think about the mentality of that. You know, you're like, Cassie's mentality might have matured. You know, she's 38 now. And, you know, she has kids. But, in her 20s, it seems like she was kind of wild. Is her dad in her life? Yeah, that's why I'm going to... Doodie Low, shot last night. He's cool. He's recovering. But, he was on MLK in Atlanta, probably at this smoke shop right here at this gas station. Caught slipping. Probably had some beef in Atlanta. And somebody caught him and shot him in the leg. So he, when the police arrived, it was an injured man with an injured, shot in the leg. So he's fine. If I were him, I'd stop going out. You know, this is a blessing. You didn't die. And, get out of Atlanta. You probably got too much beef. Don't try to hold it down and be real. Your music ain't working. There's no reason for you to be here. Go back to Chicago or go to another city. Myron Gaines. He says, I hope Tory Lanez is okay. This is the guy from Fresh and Fit. He says, being stabbed in prison for a crime you didn't commit is crazy. I was the first person to get and expose the LAPD police report that stated that Meg stepped on glass, not shot in the foot. Tory got in the middle of a love triangle. Tory instigated that incident, though. Meg and her best friend Kelsey got into multiple physical altercations that night after finding out they both slept with Tory. So how is it that Tory ends up with a pistol shouting at Meg? Exactly. Doesn't make sense. Tory refused to take the stand for fear of snitching, and I think that hurt him. Yeah, that was goofy on Tory's part. And Tory didn't have the driver testify. Now today, his current lawyer is going to make a press conference with releasing some evidence that, might get an appeal started. We'll see. Never seen before evidence. Hope that works out for Tory. I'll keep you posted on that. Also, let me get to this last thing about Tory. 1090 Jake talked about the stabbing, right? Let me get to 1090 Jake's page. I trust 1090 Jake says over whack 100 any day. I'm going to be honest with you. Wait, hold on. Okay, so let me get to him. 1090 Jake released the guy who did the stabbing on Tory. It's weird. Let's get into it.
All right, I got a crazy update for y'all. This is the man that's been identified as attacking.
I'll put his picture on the screen while he's talking.
Tory Lanez. This is 42-year-old Santino Casio, who's serving a life sentence because back when he was 20, he ended his 13-year-old girlfriend's life with a shotgun. Now, he'd also be convicted on attempting to end 2 other people's lives with a knife. And while inside of prison, he'd receive an additional 8 years for attacking an inmate.
So this guy's just, it's a crazy person. Bro, 0 of 3 in stabbings.
And then again, an additional 2 years for having a knife in prison. Now, Tory Lanez was lucky enough to survive the attack. He's in the hospital recovering, while this guy's most likely locked away in a dungeon. And if y'all want the full breakdown, jump over to my YouTube.
Yeah, go to 1090. Well, I'm going to watch that after. That's interesting. Shout out to 1090 Jake, man. All right, so then we got... Apparently, Diddy, beat Cassie because she wanted to go to the OVO Fest or something. Yo, Diddy's crazy. And they said, where are you going? Here it is. Where are you going? Cassie says, to a music festival in Canada run by Drake. Sean came to my home and tried to attack me. I was thrown onto a bed frame. Government said, what is this? It's a photo of my eye afterwards. Who took you to the doctor? D-Rock. Jeez. Here's... We'll get to that in a second. Benzino out here being compared to the Thing on 50 Cent's page because Benzino's going real hard against New York with the Celtics versus the Knicks. And then we got Soulja Boy. We got Soulja Boy here trying everything he can to get hot. Anything he can. He's dissing DDG, Holly Bailey, everybody.
Holly Bailey, let me get that pussy, baby. Fuck a real DDG a nigga ain't having no emotion, man. Smack the fuck out DDG pussy, bro. Fuck DDG too. DDG, you was a bitch. I catch you, I'm a out your pussy. Nigga gonna fuck Holly Bailey too. We gonna stick dick in the mermaid. I go tell DDG to talk to God. He the one KC his son going outside. They gonna tell these demon to talk to God. I'm protecting.
Sorry, Soulja Boy, you are not with God. Okay? You were just found guilty of putting hands on females, and you're on your little baby tour, and you do a lot of weird demonic stuff. I do not. Soulja Boy is lost in the sauce. Whatever he's on. Dude. Anyways, it's JordanTower with JT News. I'll check you guys in the next one. I'll keep you up to date on that Tory press conference that's happening probably right now.